You know, the value of shares traded in China has topped the amount in U.S., United Kingdom, and Japan combined. Transactions in Chinese exchanges surged to $63 billion just 2 days ago, compared to those in London, New York, and Tokyo, which totaled about $58 billion. So, is it all speculation? Let's get some answers now from Bloomberg's Richard Frost, joining us from the Hong Kong newsroom. So, Richard, the Chinese stock market has been in the news a lot this week. The major IPOs and the stocks in a roller coaster ride. Any signs of the market is overheating?
Hi, Kathy. I don't know if Chinese investors are exhausted by this week's event. I certainly am. We started out the week with the index doubling from last year's low. We had the first Shanghai IPO that more than tripled on its first day of trading. We had Wednesday, the world's biggest IPO in 16 months, with China State Construction. The index then plunged 5%, the most in 8 months that same day. And we saw that, as you said, the average, the volume, total value of shares traded exceeding the US, UK, and Japan. Now, this, according to Edward Chancellor, who works at Grantham Mayer von Otterloo in Boston, is a sign of speculative mania. He should know he did a study on stock market bubbles in his book, Devil Take the Hindmost, A History of Financial Speculation. He calls it a sucker's rally, as people are drawn in to try and get ever-increasing gains. We've certainly seen the number of retail investors who make up the majority of investors in this market piling in. We had more than 1 million stock accounts opened in the 2 weeks to July 24. That's the highest since January 2008. And his concern is that, of course, at some point, this can't carry on going. We've also seen valuations now at the highest since January 2008. But, the market rebounded yesterday. And while people such as Chancellor saying it's a sucker's rally, a 70-year-old school teacher we spoke to sitting outside a brokerage in Shanghai's financial district, she said, while she lost 30,000 yuan on Wednesday, as far as she's concerned, she's not scared of the decline. The stock market programs on the TV and radio are telling her to keep on buying, and that's exactly what she's going to do.
Yeah, I don't really know what's more exhausting, chasing up a market rally or chasing it down, or at least trying not to chase it down. Richard, what is the biggest threat to this year's rally among the best markets?
Well, Kathy, this is what really sparked this dramatic plunge on Wednesday, which had everyone scrambling, including us, for reasons as to why the market was tumbling. No one's really pinpointed a specific reason as to what triggered it, but what certainly people are fearing is that the government's going to rein in this record lending that's helped drive valuations so high.
Great. Good to talk to you. Thanks, Richard. Richard Frost in the Hong Kong newsroom.